bike, what it is and what it does, and all the parts about it. Right, here we have a bike, pretty familiar, isn't it? Right, here we have a frame. It's made out of two triangles, this triangle here and that triangle there. That makes your diamond frame. Right, this frame is made out of steel. You can have frames made out of aluminium, made out of carbon fibre, titanium, whatever you like really. I mean, the technology is getting really high now. This is a rigid frame. You see, the strong frame, rigid, and basically it hurts if you want to go downhills too fast. If you wanted a better frame, you could have suspension, and basically it allows the rear wheel to move up and down and not transmit shocks to the rider, which enables a more controlled ride. As with rigid forks, you can upgrade to suspension forks, and they allow you to have a more controlled ride, as with the back suspension. Next we have the wheels. Wheels, yes, they are formed of a hub which allows the wheels to rotate. The hub contains bearings. You can have cartridge bearings or loose bearings. It's best to keep those maintained, so make sure your wheels will turn around all the time. Rims, well, cheap ones, you know, the Halfords ones are made out of steel, but better ones are made out of alloy, and they're a lot stronger. Spokes, you can have double-butted spokes, thin in the middle, thick at the ends for strength and lightweight. And you have nipples as well, which help lace the wheel to the hub. Tyres, well, what can I say really? They stop you from slipping around. You've got to have plenty of grip on your tyres, unlike me, because I'm always wearing my tyres out by gripping onto the road and wearing them down. That's about it. Coming down here, we have the transmission. This is the pedal. This pedal connects the rider to the rest of the bike. If you didn't have pedals, you wouldn't be able to go. Alright? Normal pedals look like this. This is your genuine normal flat pedal. I got rid of these. These are no good if you want to do proper riding. You want to do proper riding, you want SPDs, Shimano Pedaling Dynamics. You get your shoe, a cleat on the bottom, and you can clip into the pedal, which allows you to ride, and you don't have any problems riding because you can pull and you can push as well. So it's much easier to ride with Shimano pedaling shoes. They've got a stiff sole, so none of your flex from trainers is, none of your energy is lost through flexing shoes. Now this allows you to sit on the bike. Women have big padded ones, men have skinny ones. Not much to say about them apart from the rails are made out of different metals. And we have a stem. This connects the handlebars to the fork. Doesn't do much, but it allows, longer ones give more control, shorter ones give less control. There's varying degrees of rise, and they all depend on how the rider likes them. Here we have handlebars. These ones look odd. You usually see straight ones, but these are downhilling ones. These allow for greater control, so you're able to push the bike round corners more easily. So, brakes. These are vital. You want to stop, you use brakes. Basically, brakes are pretty much similar. You want to avoid those U-brakes you see on BMXs and cheap mountain bikes. Here's your cantilever brake. You can upgrade them by upgrading to better brake pads. Thank you very much for listening to my introduction. I hope you enjoy the video. Well, they seem pretty difficult, but they can be quite easy. The first aspect of wheeling is to sit on the saddle. You want to select a gear, one at the back, the biggest sprocket, and the middle chainring at the front. That allows for easy pedalling without spinning out. You want to be sitting like this and riding along at a moderate speed of about 5 miles per hour. Once you get to your comfortable position and you're balanced, you want to have your favourite foot forward in a position where you're ready to push down. When you're ready to wheelie, you push down and start pedalling. You want to find your balance point. And the balance point is when your weight is in line with the rear axle. If you're going too fast, you tend to fall to the back. If you're falling to the back, use the back brake to control the speed. If you're going too slow, you tend to fall forward like that, and you have to pedal more. More advanced wheelies include coasters or manuals, whichever you like to call them. To pull a manual, you want to ride along and stand off the seat and compress your weight onto the front wheel. Then you spring back with your arms locked out, and the front wheel rises. And again, you control the speed and your weight with the back brake. That's that bit.
Sugar daddy, come on and sugar me. I want to love it, so come on and give it me. Sugar daddy, oh, look at me. I'm begging for more. Come on and sugar me. I want to love it, so come on and give it me. Sugar daddy, oh, look at me. I'm begging for more. Come on and sugar me. I want to love it, so come on and give it me. Sugar daddy, oh, look at me. I'm begging for more.
Right, now we're going to talk about bunny hops. Now you've seen people do them and you think, I wish I could do that. Well, now you can. Basically, when you want to do a bunny hop, you select middle gear. So you want your chain in the middle sprocket at the back and middle at the front. It's like you get plenty of speed, say, don't know, about 12 miles per hour, moderate speed. When you come to when you want to jump, you want to pull a manual, as I said before, compress your weight and pull up like that. Now you find your arms are like slightly bent. To bring the back wheel up, you want to push forward and suck with your legs. So the action is like this. The wheel comes up, you push forward and you suck with your legs and you get a bunny hop. That's pretty exaggerated, but that's how it happens. Experts can get 45 inches, I can only get 2, but you know, you get better. Downhilling is the best part of mountain biking ever. You want to do downhilling? Well, you want to select a gear which you're not going to spin out. Spin out, as I've said before, this is when you pedal too fast and you're not making any progress. So when you're doing downhilling, you want to select the big chainring and one of the last three sprockets in the cluster at the back. Basically, doing downhills, you want to use downhill bars to allow more control, as I've said before. You want to lower your seat to allow more control and movement with the bike. That's it. Right, going downhill can be dangerous and you want to control your speed with a brake. If you pull the brakes too much, you're going to lose control. Too much back brake and the wheel washes out and goes out like that, and you just want to crash basically if you do that. Using too much front brake, you can go over the handlebars and that could be painful if you don't wear a helmet. Basically, just feather the brakes depending on how much. If you want to slow down quick, throw the weight to the back and use equal amounts of brake on front and rear. If you're slowing down slightly, just feather the brake. You just want to slow down slowly.
If you saw what goes inside our own, I bet you lead away if we're up to you decide. But it's not. Doggy dog every day on our fellow men we pray. Doggy dog to get by. Hope you like my genocide. Doggy dog every
sharp corners, whether they are slow or fast, you want to position your body weight. If you are going to a corner to the right, you want to have your weight on the outside pedal. So you keep your left foot down, and you steer and lean the bike depending on the curve. If it's a sharp curve, then you want to be more upright. If it's a wide curve, you want to lean it more. If it's a berm, you lean it almost horizontal depending how fast you're going. Drop-offs. Drop-offs can be dangerous. If you encounter a drop-off, don't scare yourself. You've got to keep going. If you break at the last minute, you'll crash. So what you want to do for drop-offs is act comfortable. You want to be relaxed, and your arms are all relaxed and your legs are all relaxed. You want to be comfortable. When you see the drop-off, you think, right, I'm not going to crash, because you've got to think positive in yourself. Now then, when you come to the edge of the lip of the drop-off, you want to pull up slightly so the front wheel lands just after the back wheel. So basically, if this was the drop-off here, you drive towards it and pull up on the handlebars, and the back wheel drops down, and then the front wheel drops down, and that's it. Thank you very much for listening to my introduction.